Hi everybody, welcome. Oh shit, I'm not even recording. Hi everybody. Welcome back to Curated Chaos. It's so funny because I literally just thought I was recording and I wasn't. Shame on me. So we're outside in nature in the backyard again, touching grass, walking on grass, just grounding. Um, as much as y'all know I love to talk to y'all and I have a list of topics, I just feel like going off script today. I'm like, just doing things a little differently. I don't have a heavy topic to talk about, and I'm just like, wow, when did the podcast turn so heavy? Like, all we do is talk about how we feel and fuck them people, and today's not that. Like, today we're just in better spirits. We're actually excited. We have a trip to Trinidad coming up. The next time you guys see me or hear from me, depending on how you listen, I will be in Trinidad, sun out, buns out, having the time of my life. Super, super, super excited. So, like I said, I'm just excited. I'm looking forward to Carnival. I'm looking forward to like fetting and partying. It's my first time really partying in Trinidad. I've done a few parties before, but not like in the capacity of Carnival. So I'm really excited about that. I don't know where to begin. Like, it's just so much excitement, but I just want to like take it as it comes. This week, I'm just looking forward to this week flying the fuck by. Y'all know how I feel. Work has been hella stressful. I did acupuncture, and they're like, yeah, the stress is present, and you gotta chill, because it definitely triggers autoimmune stuff, and y'all know how I am, how my body's very sensitive with stress, and how it was affecting my skin. And we definitely don't want to go back to that. Like, we're just not going back, right? So with that being said, I'm learning at work that I have to stop taking things so personal, hence the 4 agreements. That's why we have cards today. So I have to just remind myself of the basic fundamentals of life, right? I think sometimes I freak out when it's like, I don't like things last minute. I want all the information. I can be a bit of a perfectionist. And then what ends up happening is I'm driving myself crazy because I'm on other people's time. But I have to realize in that moment, I've done all that I can do, and I just have to leave it in God's hands or whoever else's hands at this point. But no, we definitely believe in God. Speaking of God, I'm leaving a lot of things in God's hands. I am in full swing of a transition, and anytime I'm transitioning in my life, I always start therapy. Because I need to manage my emotions, manage my expectations, and really keep one foot on the ground. So in addition to life coaching, we are upping the ante, and we are back in therapy as of, well, this coming Wednesday. So I'm excited because my therapist literally always knows what to say just to make sense of every single situation and make sure that I'm not taking on too much. So we're excited about that. Let's just get into these cards, and then maybe we'll have a message, some download, just like some type of flow of something. So this card is from my affirmations deck, and I just have it out. I don't know if I read it to y'all before relationships, but I'm not even shuffling this deck because this card has been my main focus, and it's, I am a respectful, loving person who cares deeply about how I treat others. And people feel safe around me. So again, just, y'all know my goal is just working on being that safe space for others. So, and it's hard. Like, literally, I have situationships and people that I talk to, or the person that I'm dating, and like, we're always fighting and at war, and I'm just like, when do we get to that part of like gratitude and feeling grateful for each other and being nice, right? And really just being each other's safe space. Like, we know what the ugly looks like. So, like, when does this get beautiful? So, this is the Miracle deck. 2 came out. So, we're going to take it as it comes. And then these are the Miracle cards if anyone is interested. Free promo. Nobody sponsors me. Not yet. The first one is behaving better. However you behave yesterday, behave a little bit better today on God. Yesterday I did a great job of becoming a better person. The day before, that might be another conversation for another day. And life and death. Life is like a book that never ends. Chapters close, but not the book itself. The end of one physical incarnation is like the end of a chapter. On some level, setting up the beginning of another. Okay. I read like a second grader. Some things have to end for some things to begin. And you know, it's so crazy because when we say end, I think sometimes in my literal mind, it has to end and like that's it and that's all. But no, like sometimes it's just like certain characteristics or certain traits have to die to make space for other characteristics and other traits. It doesn't necessarily mean that a situation itself has to die. Also, just because something ends in this season doesn't mean that it won't be reborn in a different form, fashion, or light in another season. So that's just a few things to keep in mind. In the Four Agreements, it's crazy because it's been a while since I pulled all these decks like this. First time on video at that. So in the Four Agreements, we have... I like to shuffle so my cards fly out. Watch it be something in like the don't take it personal, because this is really too much cards. But if there's something in the don't take it personal, right? There's one. That's the one that we'll take. Because like I said, this is the agreement I've been focusing on. So don't take anything personal. See other people as they are. See, she has the glasses off. When you see other people as they are without taking it personally, you can never be hurt by what they say or do. Even if others lie to you, it's okay. They are lying to you because they are afraid you will discover that they are not perfect. It comes with that mask energy. A lot of people wear masks, especially in this society. And I don't know, it's just, I think it's a social media thing where social media has literally become the mask. So everybody wants to seem like they have their shit all together, when the reality of the situation is no one has their shit together. But, you know, that's just how I feel. And even when you have your shit together, you still have problems. Like, no one is perfect at all. Again, that's just how I feel. All right, so shuffling some tarot. Now I know I like to read my tarot. So this is for my collective energy. Anyone that watches my videos or streams me, we have some cards. All right, so again, the way I'm reading this is it came out of order, but Spirit is just telling me to rearrange. Death again, so something has to end for something to begin. Heavy transformation. It looks like what's ending is the sense of being one-sided, being selfish, really being desperate and codependent. And in ending those two things, it's making space for happiness, abundance, blessings, love, prosperity, and a lot of opportunities. Bottom of the deck energy is my favorite. Oh my god, I didn't even read the cards. I'm so sorry. Death card, Six of Pentacles in reverse, Nine of Cups upright. And then the bottom of the deck energy is Nine of Pentacles, which she's a queen, she's an empress, and she represents yellow like me. But no, really taking care of yourself, living in luxury, being self-sufficient, being abundant. And you know, I watched a video and it was Cash Doll talking, and she was just like the importance of women having their own. And it's not because she's not saying like go get a broke man, and she's not saying like get a man that has it all, but it's really important for you to have your own, because if that person decides to take it away, you still have a foundation to stand on. But not just that, anyone or anything that comes into your life should be a bonus. It should never be the energy that you feed off or the energy that you need. Oh my gosh, my card is flying. So let's see what we can... Okay, I just wanted one more card to really see what's coming up. So because we're doing self-work, right, there's a transformation, we're still working on ourselves. It seems like there's going to be a lot of choices, a lot of, and this is the Seven of Cups upright, a lot of opportunities coming your way, a lot of decisions to be made, and just of course make them, I guess, like the card without the glasses, like make them in the most vulnerable state as possible. Make sure it's something that adds or contributes to your happiness and not something that you would become very dependent on, whatever the opportunity is, whether it's work, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a friendship, people in your life, moving, whatever. Just make sure that you write the pros and the cons and you really focus on making decisions that are wholeheartedly good for you. Anytime I see this card, I always think like a lot of manifestations are coming true. Anything that you've really been working on and wishing, your wishes, your dreams are about to come true. Okay, Pooh. Okay, Pookie. Um, ultimately, though, I'm at a state of really accepting things for what they are and really understanding people more and more every day. My biggest thing has been, of course, learning to work with other people in all different capacities. I always said, like, I know I'm a leader and I want to be that person that people feel comfortable working for, but also I have a knack to naturally motivate others to just want to gravitate towards me and work and get some things done for the mutual interest. So with that being said, really been working on myself. I've really been, it's weird because this past week I feel like there's been a shift of energy and I've really been trying to transmute the energy and work on myself to continue shifting and aligning things that work with my best interests. So I'm just looking forward to really becoming that boss ass badass bitch that I know I can be. And then spreading the energy, right? Giving it back to my community, giving it back to my hub, giving it back to anyone who is motivated by me, anyone who listens to me or is inspired by me, anyone that I've crossed paths with. I know I have a lot of healing energy, and I really am focused on becoming a healer. I think when I started Curated Chaos last year, it was just such a chaotic time in my life where I like just moved, but I was also about to go to Trinidad again, the irony of it all. And I was in Trinidad actually for Carnival, which is so crazy. That full circle moment again, deja vu. um, but nonetheless, that time of my life, like, I did not know what the fuck was happening. I was in the middle of like filing bankruptcy, but also going to Trinidad to like Carnival and relax. Ended up getting a free costume. Like, things just came in. A lot of manifestations came true. I started this podcast just as a audio journal to myself, and then I left Trinidad. It's funny, I went to Trinidad in the middle of bankruptcy, left Trinidad, and got a job. So I know that energy is shifting, and I'm just super, super excited because I'm ready for this next chapter of my life. I know y'all heard me talk on the New Year's episode of just about this new chapter, new characters, really becoming a better person, and I don't know, just doing things for myself, but also making sure that it's not in a selfish manner and I'm able to pour back into everyone and everything around me. Really want to be a nurturer because that's how things grow, right? I saw a post this morning and it hit home. I don't think I screenshotted it, but it was along the lines of, I once overwatered a plant and it died. So what does that tell you? Sometimes too much of anything, even if it's something good, can kill a good situation, right? So I think overall the sense of it all is balance. I think that's why I have a Libra in my life. I'm like, you're not balanced, but from this whole thing, I'm gaining balance. So I guess that's what it's about, right? And then we mirror each other's energy. Me being a Capricorn, I'm so fucking grounded. It makes no sense. Like, I'm on a routine. I have my little rituals. It's so insane that the structure that I was begging for, it came, and it just came in the most uncanny way because I'm literally like, wake up, go to work, come home, do my little errands, what I gotta do, and I'm in bed by like 9-10 the latest, right? And this is like habitual. This is every single day. Before there was no structure because time was on my hands and everything was just going, gone. But like I always say, my biggest thing, and in the episode Grounded Through Anything, I love how like I can draw references for myself. just a toot toot moment. But in that episode, Grounding Through Anything, I think this is the message that's coming through. No, this is the message. I don't think this is the message that's coming through. In that episode, I really talked about learning practices and things that keep you grounded and keep you at peace, and being grounded through anything, whether it is a transition, a major shift, a move, what have you, right? And I always said my Achilles heel was when I am isolated. I've learned everything and then I'm ready to step out into society, and it doesn't work that way because I was only isolating myself. I wasn't really healing myself, right? So I was away from the triggers, and then when I stepped back out into society, every little thing was triggering me, and I wasn't using my practices to keep myself grounded. And that's when I realized maybe I'm not as grounded as I thought I was. Maybe I'm not as healed as I thought I was, right? Just because you're in a season of isolation doesn't mean that you are healed, and it doesn't mean that you are grounded. Honestly, it's like putting things to the test, right? If I spent all this time meditating and grounding in nature and really getting to know myself and healing myself and closing my wounds and becoming self-sufficient and all this self-care, when I step back out into the world and I'm faced with just these tests, whether it's these people that are in my life, family, work, a move, what have you, I should still be able to use my techniques and my practices, right? I should still be able to breathe in a moment of stress. I should still be able to meditate when it's too noisy in my head. I should be able to, stop in that moment, and instead of react, take things slow, take the glasses off, look at things for what they are, and approach it differently, right? So ultimately, it seems like that lesson that I learned, or that I talked about wanting to learn, is coming back around full circle. So it's about passing the test this time. We talk about this all the time, guys. You have the tools, you have everything that you need. We go through these things for a reason. So when you are being tested, because this shit is not easy, right? We would love, especially me, I live in a la la land. We would love everything to just be peaches and cream. Like, I learned this today, I'm gonna apply it tomorrow. It worked on Thursday. The reality of the situation is that's not how it goes. I learned it today. Everything's going good. A few months down the line, some shit is a little shaky and I'm panicking. And instead of panicking, that's when I need to remember, oh shit, a few months ago I learned this. Now it's time for me to apply it instead of reacting. So that's really what I think the message is today. It's like, it's time for the test, right? Are you gonna pass the test? Everything that we talked about in this episode literally is clues and what the fuck ever, you know what I'm trying to say, for this test. And I want y'all to pass this test because I know I'm passing this test, and if you fuck with me and you're part of my community, then you will be passing this test too. And then once we get through this shit, then we pass this test, it's up from here. We have a lot of blessings coming in, a lot of opportunities coming in, a lot of choices and decisions to make, right? And we're gonna make them for our highest good, but we're also going to be balanced and work on our self-care, work on getting rid of our negative self-doubting fears and toxic traits to bring in all this happiness, abundance, joy, and everything that we need without taking things personally, but also being safe space for others. Boom, summed up everything. And that's the fuck how we do it. So with that being said, y'all, thank you so much for tuning in again this week. I want y'all to, oh my God, have a blessed week. Stay prosperous, stay grounded. Don't let anybody take you out of your game. Like, you are literally right on track for the biggest blessing of your life. So just stay where you are. Be still and fuck it up. I gotta stop cursing, but this is all in a good way, right? So if you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. As y'all know, the TikTok, everything will be linked. The playlist also will be linked. So fuck with your girl and have a great week. I will definitely see y'all Sunday. I will be in Trinidad. If you're coming to Trinidad, let me know. Maybe we can link up. Maybe we can fight together. But if not, definitely like stay tuned so I can share my crazy stories.